हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू आवर चैनल यस आई कैन स्पीक इंग्लिश। अगर आप हमारे चैनल पर नए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें।
गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। इंग्लिश हम सब के लिए कितनी इम्पॉर्टेंट है, इस बात को बताने के लिए श्रेया जी आज हम सबके साथ मौजूद हैं। वो अपने अनुभव आज हमें बताएंगी कि इंग्लिश सीखने के बाद उनकी लाइफ किस तरह से चेंज हो गई है। तो उन्हीं से उनके अनुभव सुनते हैं। बताइए।
हेलो, मेरा नाम श्रेया है। मैं केंद्रीय विद्यालय जनकपुरी में 9th क्लास में पढ़ती हूँ। आज मैं बहुत खुश हूँ क्योंकि मेरे फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में 94.5% मार्क्स आए हैं और ये सब पॉसिबल हुआ है यस आई कैन स्पीक इंग्लिश इंस्टीट्यूट से इंग्लिश सीख पाने की वजह से। पहले मेरे अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं आते थे क्योंकि मैं इंग्लिश में रट्टा लगा लगा कर क्वेश्चन आंसर्स याद करती थी। रट्टा लगाना बहुत ही मुश्किल होता है और उसको याद भूल जाने की अलग टेंशन। मेरे जैसे स्टूडेंट्स भी कुछ बन सकते हैं, हम में कोई कमी नहीं होती, लेकिन हम इंग्लिश में रट्टा लगा लगा कर नालायक ही रह जाते हैं। मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ कि मैं एक डॉक्टर बनना चाहती हूँ और मेरे सपने को पूरा करने के बीच में अब इंग्लिश तो कोई रुकावट नहीं बन सकती। आप सभी का थैंक्स मुझे सुनने के लिए। आप सभी से एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप सभी अपने बच्चों के अच्छे भविष्य के लिए उनको इंग्लिश ज़रूर सिखाएं।
ओके, थैंक यू। तो अभी आपने श्रेया को सुना, उन्होंने बताया कि इंग्लिश सीखकर उनकी लाइफ किस तरह से चेंज हुई है, राइट। तो अब हम यहाँ पे श्रेया की कम्युनिकेशन स्किल देखेंगे कि वो इंग्लिश में अपने आप को किस तरह से प्रेजेंट कर सकती हैं। सो बी रेडी टू एंजॉय विद अस। सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट Adolf Hitler. He is very famous and he is known all around the world, right? So Shreya will tell us something about him. So are you ready to start? Okay. So we are going to start. Okay. First of all, Shreya will tell us. You please tell us something about Adolf Hitler.
Adolf Hitler was born in Austria. It was a neighboring country of Germany. He was born in 1889 and he acted as a messenger in the First World War, and he largely spent his youth in poverty. Yeah.
So actually, the real game started from the First World War, right? So now tell us something about the First World War.
The First World War was between the Central Power and Allies. The Germany was fighting from Central Power and Austria, along with Austria. So in the initial years of the war, the Germany was dominating at that time by occupying Belgium and France. And but in 1917, the America entered in the war, and because of entry of America, the Germany lost the game. It means Germany was defeated in the war. And actually America supported allied powers, that's why.
Okay, after the First World War, the Weimar Republic came into power, right?
Yeah.
So you just tell us here the birth of Weimar Republic.
So after the war, the emperor left the country, and this was the chance for other parties to recast the German policies again. So they met at there was a national assembly. So they met at Weimar and they established a democratic constitution because they wanted Germany to be a republic nation. That's why they made a democratic constitution, and somehow they managed to be in power with the help of other old organizations. So they crashed the uprising of other parties.
Okay, so here we want to know actually why were the people of Germany not happy with the Weimar Republic?
So the people of the Germany was not happy with the Weimar Republic because there were two factors at that time. So the first one is that the government was the government Weimar Republic. It was a democratic government, and democracy was new idea for people to be accepted. So this was the first reason. And the second one is there was a Versailles Treaty, which is also known as the Peace Treaty, and they in that peace treaty, the Germany held responsible. The Germany was held responsible for all the war guilds and damages in the First World War, which had happened in the First World War. So it lost its overseas colonies. According to that peace treaty, it lost its overseas colonies and tenth of its population, industrial areas, and many the I think it lost almost everything in that peace treaty. It was very humiliating treaty for Germany to be accepted. So after that, the Germany was forced to pay compensation amounting to 6 billion euros. That's why the people of Germany they didn't like Weimar Republic, because they wanted Weimar Republic to do something against the Allies. So they were not doing anything because the Weimar Republic itself was in trouble.
That was the reason they
Yeah,
were not happy,
yeah.
right? Okay, now we are coming to the next point. What was the Great Depression? Tell us something about this.
So, as I have told you earlier, that the Germany had to forced to pay compensation amounting to 6 billion euros. It was a very huge amount for Germany. So it didn't it didn't have anything at that time, and in 1923 it was supposed to pay reparations in gold also. It refused because it didn't have anything at that time. So France took the lead, and France occupied the Rhineland of Germany, which is Rhine. This Rhineland is also in Germany now. So the France occupied this Rhineland, and this is the mineral resource region. It is a industrial area of Germany. And after that, thereafter the Weimar Republic didn't think anything, and they just printed paper currencies recklessly. And because of this, actually they started it in April, and because of this, the value of the currency were decreasing at that time, and till the end of the year, I think in December. So the value of the currency is running into trillions.
So now tell us how America helped Germany, and what America did actually.
So America thought to help Germany at that time. So America introduced a Dawn's plan. According to that Dawn's plan, the America was supposed to pay short-term loans to Germany, and it did. America did it for 4 years, in 1924 to 1928, and in 1929, this short-term loans were like America refused this to pay. America was no longer to be able to pay to Germany because of a stock market crash. Yeah, stock market crashed in 1929. Yeah, so it was crashed in 1929, and because of this crashing, America, the whole country were in trouble, and the people were getting unemployed. Yeah, and the whole country was in process of shutdowning. Yeah, they were in, like, all the things were shutting down in America. So America itself was not able to help the Germany at that time. So it was very tough condition for Germany to fight with this.
America.
Yeah, no. For Germany it was very tough. America was also, it was very tough for America also, but yeah, Germany didn't have anything, and now it's like what I can say, you can understand it. Yeah.
So that's why, because America was already in trouble, so that's why it refused to help, right? So after that, tell us something about how Hitler became a chancellor, right?
How Hitler became a chancellor.
Became a chancellor, right? And after becoming a chancellor, what things he did?
First I'm gonna say how he became a chancellor. So he contested 2 elections. Yeah, in first election, it was in 1929 when the stock market crashed. So he failed at that time, and in second election he won the election with 37% of votes in parliament. And in 1933 the chancellorship offered by Hindenburg to Hitler. Yeah, so it was the highest position in cabinets of minister at that time in Germany. So after becoming chancellor, the Hitler introduced the enabling act. So Hitler introduced an enabling act. According to this enabling act, the civil rights of the people were suspended, and this act was giving full right to Hitler, full power to Hitler to rule by decree. So it is the starting point of dictatorship in Germany.
So tell us something about the destruction of democracy in Germany.
Yeah, so actually I already told it. Yeah, I already told it that he introduced a enabling act, because when he introduced this act, after this the democracy would be no longer in Germany. Yeah, because this act was suspending all the civil rights of the people, and it was giving power to Hitler. So it was a dictatorship. Maybe because of this act, the dictatorship started in Germany. So that's how he destruct all the democracy.
When we talk about Hitler, there is an ideology. There is an ideology we talk about a lot. Nazi ideology. So what was that, and what the things they did?
So actually Hitler's ideology was followed by Nazi party. According to Hitler, the Nordic German Aryans were at the top, and whereas Jews, communists, gypsies were at the lowest range. And he just wanted that in Germany, he just wanted to kill them all Jews, all gypsies, and all communists. So he, by taking the advantage of the circumstances of Second World War, he put all the Jews in gas chambers, gypsies. He killed gypsies and communists by taking them to concentration camps. So this was the whole story. What he did actually, he was very harsh to not only to men, to also women, and to also children. Along with Jewish children, they were put in gas chambers. So it was I think it was very painful for their parents to very painful for parents to see that their children are going to be die. So yeah.
Okay, so now you know a lot about Adolf Hitler, right? So do you like him?
So I don't like him at all, because he did very bad things, and after the war he took advantage of the war, and after the war the world got to know what he did. Yeah, so I don't think many innocent people were killed in this all in this war. So I don't think this is good.
ओके, थैंक यू. अभी आपने श्रेया को सुना तो किस तरह से उन्होंने अपने आप को प्रेजेंट किया यहाँ पे और अपनी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल को दिखाया. तो हम आपसे ये उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप भी अपने बच्चों की प्रॉब्लम को समझेंगे और उन्हें इंग्लिश सिखाएंगे. सो प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब और वीडियो. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो. थैंक यू.
Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.